Domin, for accepting our invitation to act as a chief guest for today's program. The topic of discussion for today's workshop is soft skill professional skill development is an investment that helps to improve our knowledge and attitude towards life. Through this workshop, an individual is given a platform to identify their vulnerable spots, focus on essential aspects, improve their leadership quality, attitude, confidence, and practical communication skills. At this moment, I would like to introduce our chief guest, Professor Lalita, Assistant Professor in English and Placement Trainer in Government Polytechnic College, Daman. She is a delegate person with the capability of working in a team and on individual assignments with 16 years teaching experience. She did her UG and PG English Literature at University of Madras in the year 2002. And she completed MA in Linguistic and Translation Studies in the year 2009. She submitted her PhD thesis in Bardia University and awaiting for vivas. To talk about her professional skill, she translated various books from Tamil to English and English to Tamil. She handled placement and soft skill trainer for BE Tech and MBA students. And she is one of the mentor coordinator and student counselor for BE Tech students. She published and presented n number of papers in national and international in Scopus Index Journal. She attended and organized many STTP, FDP, seminar, conference, webinar, workshops and relevant to NITTR, ELTAI, ELTIF, ICEL and PAI, etc. She acted as a resource person at AICT sponsored FTP programs at various colleges and universities. She got membership in standard association like ELTAI, ELTIF, TAI and ICEL. With this short note, I would like to invite today's chief guest, Professor Lalita ma'am, to take over the session. I ensure the seminar will be profitable and fruitful for everyone present here. Ma'am, over to you.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Could you please ask the students to switch off their mics so that there will be clarity?
Yes, ma'am. My dear students, please unmute yourself so we can listen properly to the ma'am's session.
Thank you so much for your warm introduction and a warm welcome. It seems a great privilege and a wonderful opportunity to address students of Hindustan College of Engineering and Technology. It is a great rising and a revoking, because communication is something, a delicate factor, a very, very delicate factor, which people of all ages, from the birth till the end of life, need. So let me start with what is communication. I'd be happy if the students are also highly responding. I'd be happy. You can could you say the poem? Let me check the poem. It is about lost. I think most of the read poem in your school days. The road not taken. Two roads diverged neither wood. Sorry, I could not travel both. Be one traveler. Long I stood and looked down, one as far as I could, to where it bent in the undergrowth. Then took the other just and passed the was grounded where to ask for the passing here and wanted really about the same. And both the morning equally lay in leaves, no step had trodden black. Oh, I kept the first one for another day, yet knowing how the way leads to way. I doubted if I should somewhere ages and ages hence. Two roads diverged in a wood. I took a traveled by, one less traveled by. And that has made all the difference. Can anyone please tell what it is actually trying to say? You've read this poem in your lower classes. Yes? Any faculty also? Any student? You're open. I'm not any resource person, I'm just your friend. I welcome you. Yes. There are 94 people here, not a single one. You might wonder why I have chosen the road not taken when it comes to communication skills, the effective need of the hour. Okay, not wasting time, let's move into it. This poem, you have read about it, this shows about various attitudes of a person. The poet, he's been traveling in a yellow wood. An yellow wood meaning a forest that's been dry. He's got two paths. He could not travel both. He's been one traveler, nobody along with him. Nobody along with him. He's been there. And he's been looking out where there is a bend in the undergrowth, somewhere if there is a turning, if there is another way. He sees another way. Together, perhaps with a better thought. Was passing it. And road had warned them really about the same. It was also of the same condition. In leaves, no step had broken. They had trodden black. Kept the first for the another day. Takes a choice the first and the second. And the first road, they thought, I'll take this. It takes. Okay, keep this for the other day. Yet knowing how the way is to. He knows what is the road going to be. I doubt it. If I is traveling, he should ever. He has.
Excuse me, ma'am. I'm sorry to interrupt. Ma'am, your voice is breaking. We are not able to hear you clearly.
No, it is clear, madam. Clear.
Ma'am, your
Yes,
voice
is it audible?
Ma'am.
It's clear?
No, ma'am.
Is it clear? My voice is perfect. This thing, man, no problem. My mic is perfect.
Yes, now it is audible, ma'am.
Oh, okay.
Thank you, ma'am.
So, thank you. So, I should be telling with a sigh, somewhere ages and ages hence, the less untraveled by. And that has made all the difference. The poet says, okay, I've taken. Now you read the first two lines. Two roads diverged in a and I took that is the difference. This practically what is happening with most of us. Most of us. Why? Because there's no clarity. There's no clarity. We just think. Self-confidence is something very, very important. When you have good self-confidence, you will be able to communicate. You will communicate. So what makes people not communicate? The first factor is your confidence level. You just can't say, I can't communicate, because today, in today's world, the technological world, you are able to speak, chat with some unknown person on the Facebook for hours together. You are able to chat with your friends for hours together. But when it comes to your speaking level or the writing level, where is your communication? As a placements trainer, but it is a need of an hour for your self-sustenance. Because communication is one thing that starts from your room. From your room. Your skills start from the listening skills, speaking, then reading, writing. You start listening when you're in your mother's womb. So what is imbibed then? You start speaking. Later, listening to others. Listening to others, you start speaking. When you start speaking, then later comes reading and your writing. Reading and your writing. The reason why when you're in your LKG or UKG, you are given more of an oral drill. You're given more of an oral drill. The listening. Even today when you're listening film song, that is imbibed in your mind. Yes, you have a passion for it, you're able to develop it. An unknown language, but the music you love, you have passion towards music. Music communication. You love it, you listen, you learn the song is present, whichever language it is. Communication comes with passion. It comes with passion, your self-interest. It is very important. Can I have the next slide, please? Communication. The main aspect of communication is you must have clarity. You must have brevity and accuracy. Brevity means you should know how to speak in brief. And accuracy, speaking to the point. Many of us are able to speak. Next slide, ma'am. Can I have the next slide?
Varsha, kindly change the slide, ma.
Next slide.
Now, this communication actually creates a great transformation in your life. Many of them have got your inner potential. You've got inner potential. You are very good at your technical work, but you are not big communication. Many of them have great communication skills, but they might be lacking in technical skills. But when you are coming to the platform of your job, You need both your technical skills and your communication skills. Because communication skills is one thing that gives you a great self-confidence. You are able to communicate, you develop great self-confidence. People who are not able to speak, what is not making you speak? Various factors. I've got students of IT here, article. Yes, various departments. Students. What are the factors that makes you not?
I'm sorry for interrupting you, ma'am.
Yes.
Ma'am, your voice is not a...
Voice is okay, ma'am. Just over the mic here.
Now it's clear, ma'am.
Yeah. I would like to ask, like us to just tell about the factors of communication. What is the problem? What is it that is not making you communicate?
Mom, your voice is again breaking. It's not clear.
Is it okay now?
Yeah, Mom, it's better now.
Okay. Please explain to me, what are the big factors that make you not communicate? You can open your mic and you can tell, or you can just chat, given your reply in the chat box. I'm not getting even a message. Students of Hindustan College of Engineering and Technology can type a message. What is lacking in you? What is lacking in you? You can just tell out openly. That's not a big deal. Anything can be corrected.
Mom, no, when you told the question correctly, your voice broke. So
No, I will tell you it again.
Question
Yeah, I will
again?
question you. I will tell it to you again. What is the major factor that is not allowing you to speak?
Mostly people get anxious around people. Like few people, they get anxious around the crowd, so they don't
Okay.
speak up.
Okay. Anxious. Okay. Then, excellent. Then,
Ma'am, then hesitation will be there, ma'am, whether I'm speaking or I'm using correct vocabulary or I'm correct in my grammar. That hesitation will be there.
wonderful. Okay. Excellent. Then, some more answers from the.
Mom, sometimes the opinion the student has can be against the opinion of the society or against the stereotypical opinions. So, like, they may hesitate to come up and speak about it to the society.
Okay. So fear of opinion of what others think. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Then, any other answers? Some more? I'm getting only one student. Students from other departments, IT, chemical. Yes. Yes. You can tell me your problem because we are facing. Even I too face problems in communication. It so happens. I'll give you examples. I've got 3. So, okay. People are anxious. One of the faculty, she said, it is anxiety. Right? Is some people are having the anxiety. Some people have hesitation. Why should you hesitate to speak? See, the only animal that can speak on earth, living creature that could speak on is man. Why do you feel complex? The major factor that you is fear complex. Never keep no man cannot speak right English. Let us be clear. You not have to speak the British right English. You have to speak the correct English. You may not speak. Speaking stylish English does not mean you're an excellent speaker. See, nobody is going to be cannibals from me or other speakers as a satisfied any other right? Right? And we not speak any other topic happen. You don't need to imitate your intentions first off. Imitation is first a wrong thing. Yes, why do you need to imitate? Nobody is asking you to speak British English or American English. Yes, myself experience that feeling when I stand in front of everyone. Is one student has just told about her fear complex in a stage or class to speak something, then my mind gets blank and I feel shy. Yes, why should you feel shy? You are an individual. Please understand. You are not kid anymore. You have entered into the professional arena to mix your own values. Identify you just the paper was received. It gets done. It is you to be in communication. Of course, you have your online examination. Next, you go being tested. Your body language is being tested, and when you communicate, actually your body language changes.
Ma'am, excuse me, ma'am. Ma'am, excuse me, ma'am. Can you hear me? Ma'am, still your voice is breaking, ma'am.
Is it because of the network connection?
Maybe, ma'am.
Okay. So, you are going to be in the professional platform. You are going to express. See, some of you as engineers, you might go into marketing. You might be going into the technical field. You might go into designing. You might go into programming. There are various platforms where an engineer has to be. Where an engineer has to be. Now, as a placements trainer, I just feel, when you are attending an interview, when you don't know about yourself, how do you expect a third person to know about you just by looking at a piece of paper, what is called your CV? How do you expect them to know? So is it not a key factor that you have to be confident enough, first of all, to face the society. You have great confidence when you are chatting with somebody on the Facebook whom you don't know. But why do you have the fear complex? Fear is something worse than corona, let me tell you. Fear is something worse than corona. You cannot come up in life by if you have the fear complex. Shun away your fear, please, my dear student fraternity, please shun away your fear. No matter you make a mistake, there's always an opportunity for you to correct yourself. No Tom, Dick and Harry is asking you to speak any British English or American English. Try to speak only correct English. If you're making mistake, your teachers are there to correct you. You can always listen more. Listening is very, very important. Why don't you listen to the news? I'm a great fan, let me tell you. I'm coming down to your age. I'm a great fan of cricket. You believe or not believe, I have since my childhood. Cricket is not only a game to be watched. What an amount of vocabulary you can learn. All of you love cricket, don't you? Do you love or not? Tell me. Yes? Do you love or not, my dears?
Yes, mom, some of us love cricket.
Some of you love. All my boys will love cricket. Now next week the IPL is going to start and everyone will be in front of this thing. Your discussion about each team, you have 8 teams. Your discussion about each team, when you are talking to your student friends, if it is in English, wouldn't you develop so much? I want the students to participate, please. Now let me ask, how is the team selection this year? Each selection there, the bidding is over and the final list of the IPL has come. How is the? I want you to respond. Students from IT, computer science, mechanical, I've got no answers. Only 2 students are here. Chemical, please type your message at least. Yes? How is the? When you are starting to discuss with your friends, why don't you do that in English? I welcome it. Yes, you can write it in a piece of paper. Yes, you can, what you feel when you write it in a piece of paper, that is a written communication. Please understand, spoken English is not written English. I'm just taking a lively example. I just had an experience with one of my own students. I think since your 5th standard, you have been into the habit of letter writing. Yes? Yes or no? Yes or no? You have been taught to write the leave letter.
Yes, mom.
Only one student is answering. How about others? I have got 79 people here. Please. Madam, could you please ask the students to respond? Madam Kokila ma'am, please.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Please send your chats. Yes. What about, how many of you have been?
See, my dear students, this session is arranged for your purpose and you can change your way of attitude. So kindly listen to the ma'am's speech and ask questions.
Please, you're most welcome. You can bring out. I'm getting only 1 or 2 students who are just responding. Yeah. One student just typed it is voice breaking, but the same student has not given a reply. Yes. What do you feel about it? Just speak to me. Yes? Can I get the response? HICT student from AIMN. Please. Now, this confidence factor is something very, very important. You know about your IPL. I'm not getting any response from the students, especially the boys. No response. Right? See, the survival point is communication is important. Right? You are listening to your commentary. How many new words you can just listen and you can learn? You can just learn. So, what is a major factor for you to develop your communication skills? It is your attitude. It is your attitude. When you have the attitude, you will not be anxious. Now, I feel this hesitation factor here. You are hesitating to speak. Why? I got the answer. The fear of opinion of what others would think. Why should you bother about what other people think at all? Then how do you develop yourself? See, any third person's opinion is not required for your self-development. When do you need the third person's opinion? Only when you are in a professional cadre. As a student, you must first have the self-confidence in communication. If you have the fear, it will keep you far away. It will keep you far away. Definitely, you may not be able to do anything. For example, let me tell you, I asked you about the factor of letter writing. And only one student gave me an answer. Hence, a letter writing that is being taught at this 5th standard, it is your written skills. But at the collegiate level, one student wrote a leave letter stating his sister was pregnant and he had to go to North. My personal experience, let me tell you. Seek permission from his class teacher and take signature from the HOD and the dean. Unfortunately, it was my responsibility that I had to sign in that letter. I say unfortunately, please understand the pain of any faculty. First of all, then an English faculty. Let me come to the subject. Then, as a boy, he has written, I am pregnant with my sister's delivery. Please grant me leave, not grant me leave. How could he become pregnant? That too with his sister's delivery. He has changed the total law of nature. Is communication not a big flaw there? Tell me, my dear students, is it important or not? When you are writing a leave letter, he has changed the total law of nature. Yes? How could I sign? And I sign as a woman. I am wonderstruck whether if I will be a woman or a man. Definitely. Right? This happened. Yes, I got a reply from one of the staff of English. This happened. I couldn't sign in the letter, but I told him, whether you don't know English, no problem. I am there to teach you. But you have an aptitude to learn, you can learn. I'm proud that today that boy is working in Infosys. He developed he was from North, but now that boy is placed in Infosys. He was a mechanical engineering student. He had come all the way to Chennai to study. Language communication must be perfect because it is your career. Yes, he learned better English, and I was very proud that he could speak better English than anyone else because he had the aptitude to learn. Now, is aptitude not a factor of your learning? Why should you have the fear? I gave you the poem. First is, what are the great challenges to good communication? You're facing, first this fear complex is a great challenge. Shun away. The attitude of saying, I want to speak British English, I want to speak American English. No, Tom, Dick and Harry is asking you to speak British English or American English. First speak correct English. Again, I'm repeating. Why do you compare yourself with others? Your comparison with others, you can always compare yourself with the sun or the moon, but not with a star. A star twinkles in the night. It looks beautiful. But what is the purpose of a star, you tell me? You need not be a star in the sky, but be a lamp at home. A lamp, it gives you more enlightenment. Which gives you more light? The lamp or the star? Now, where are you? You can improve your communication skills. Listening is the first factor. Listening is the first factor. You are tempted to listen to all film songs. I never say no, it is the age factor. You are tempted to listen to all Tom, Dick and Harry YouTube channels. What does it matter to you? Are you doing anything for your professional skills development? Computer off irukku parunga. எனக்கே தெரியும். அதுவும் அப்ப இருக்கு. நான் ஒண்ணுமே பண்ணல. 4 years from hence now, are you able to hear me? You will be identified. Today you are living in a competitive world. When the competition today is a BA degree, just in competition, please understand, everyone likes only the cream of the lot, not the sediment. You must always love to be the cream of the lot. Why do you like Virat Kohli? Why do you like Dhoni? Because they are performing the best, right? When you go to shop, why do you try to buy the best? Because you want to wear the best, you want to look the best. So when a company is hiring you, will they not try to look at the best? A 2-letter degree at the back of the name is not your identity. What you are, your self-confidence is, your communication skills is your identity side. The reason why you have something called your paper presentations. They are trying to improve upon your both communication skills and your technical content as engineering students. Is it very important? Do you agree? Yes? Do you agree,
Yes,
students? Yes? Please, whether you're able to speak or not, try to do more of paper presentations. You can improve your communication skills, right? Read the newspaper, listen to news. See, let it be a political discussion, no matter, but take the content. Once you're taking in the content, what good vocabulary are you listening to? You can listen to Sardeep Desai. You can listen to Garnath Goswami. There are so many. You can watch India Today. You can watch Times Now. You have the Mirror Now channel. You have the Sports channel. You listen. Go to the Discovery channel. You can do it. People who are passionate about language, it comes only first through listening. Then reading. Read the newspaper. Can't you just take 4 words per day or just 2 words per day? In a week you're learning 14 words. Don't know the meaning? Refer to the dictionary. You people always have a cell phone. Can't you go into the Google and refer to the dictionary? Yes or no? Can you enrich your vocabulary? You don't know the pronunciation. You have the Google this thing, phonetic audio, or your English faculty are there to help you. The faculty of your English department are there to help you. How many of you access your faculty of English department just to know the key pronunciation and the meaning of the word? Tell me. Is it not a fear complex that is first stopping you? What will sir think about me? What will ma'am think about me? Please understand, faculty are there only to help you out. They are like the fishing net that try to take the fish. Yes. So that you are not eaten by the great whale or yes, you're being used and utilized. You know the purpose of your life. You need not be a star in the sky by trying to be a lamp at home. Which gives more light? A star or the lamp? Tell me, students. Star looks beautiful. But has any purpose? But lamp gives life to everyone. But communication is like that. Self-confidence is something very, very important. You can read the newspapers. 10 words per day. Why 5 words per day? First, it starts with your attitude, your communication skills. It starts with your attitude. It is not only the 2-letter degree again I'm telling you that is going to make you a professional. I'm a BE graduate. I'm a BTech graduate. That is only a paper degree. Once you get your paper degree, when you are going to a company, you are being recognized first. CV is being cited only through your oral communication. When you know how to introduce yourself, how to present yourself, you are being selected as a candidate. Your language plays a vital role. You got your language examination. Why do they ask you to do paper presentation? To develop both your communication skills and your technical skills. Yes, you're taken in it. Otherwise, just tell me, in today's job arena, what is the need of a mechanical engineer to work in an IT sector, especially in call centers? You tell me, is there any point of a mechanical engineer working in this thing? Tell me, in a call center?
No, ma'am.
Please, no. Why? Because you are not confident of yourself. All at the end of the day, you think, all that I need is only a 5-digit salary. Your 5-digit salary starts from 10,000 and ends up in 99,099. Where are you? So what is the basic factor that is being required? It is communication. Yes, I'm there. You might have been wonderstruck when ma'am gave this poem. Sorry, I could not travel both. I took the one less traveled by, and that has made all the difference. You're taking a route which no one has taken. You're wonderstruck what I'm going to do. If a friend says, I'm going to take this, you take this. If a friend says, I'm going to do this, you do it. Your self-thinking ability is more important in communication. Are you individually capable? Self-analysis is more important. What you can do. What is your potential? The 3 factors of communication is I can do, I must do, I will do. That develops your confidence level. First go, face it as a challenge. Plus or minus, accept it. Because but it gives you what is called an experience. Yes or no? Unless you fall down, you don't know how to be careful. Yes?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, you can give your chats in the chat box. I'm welcoming. You can do it. So, developing your communication skills, your listening, speaking. Speak, even if it is wrong, try to speak. Reading. Read your newspapers. You will not go to the highest costly affair also. Read your Hindu newspaper, you have the Indian Express, you have your newspaper at the door. Read it. Listen. Listen more. You have a lot of TED Talks coming upon. Listen to it. Listen to the news. Listen to the Discovery Channel, your sports commentary. Right? When you say, wow, He is batted excellently. The word excellently, it has got numerous meanings. Wonderfully. Right? The way, the expression. Yes or no? Even a comma and a full stop, has got, where I got information from my professor. Your communication is very, very, one of the judges, he had to give a judgment. It was after a person was supposed to be hanged. He just said, the final day of the verdict came. The final day of the verdict came. He said, hang him not, leave him. Hang him not, comma, leave him. Meaning, let him not be hanged, we will leave him. Just only take the fine. We'll only penalize him with fine. Okay? But while while writing the judgment, he put the comma elsewhere. He wrote, hang him, comma, not leave him. Is there a great change in the communication?
Yes, ma'am. Now it means to hang him, not to leave him.
Not to leave him, right? The judgment, what he orally gave was different from the written communication. Yes? So the judge himself, because of the comma, he was penalized. He was penalized. Now I was speaking to I had an opportunity. I'm giving you lively examples, my dear students. In the present trend, please understand how language is very important. I had an experience recently. One of the students, he wrote an English where his communication was really abrupt. Because many people are not knowing. Today you have come to the language of writing your WhatsApp English, all abbreviated languages. An excellent good morning has become GDMG, and now only MG. It has come to the milligram level. What a wonderful word is good morning. When somebody says good morning, don't you feel happy? Don't you feel happy? Yes or no? Yes?
Yes, ma'am.
You feel that? Yeah. Recently, I was just correcting a set of papers, the university examination papers. Let me tell you. A character, I think you must have all read the story A Snake in the Grass, right? Yes? A snake in the grass. In your
Yes,
lower
ma'am.
classes. Yes? I'm getting only few responses. You can just type yes or no. So, in that we have a character called Dasa. Yes, he is the servant in the house. Right? The name Dasa was written as Dosa. I feel very sorry to say. Dasa was written as Dosa. The word saving, SAVING. A person had to open a savings bank account. He's writing a letter to the bank manager. The word saving was written as shaving. Doesn't give a great difference in the meaning. Yes, both are actually by verbatim, verbally, they both are correct words. But the place where you place the word is important. Is communication, right communication is important or not? Knowing the difference. See, we just have only 26 letters. But it is not a question of writing an inky pinky ponky and making a mixture of all the letters. How do you write the word to the context? What is the meaning? Knowing the meaning of the word is very, very important. The reason why your reading skills are more important. Once you read well, you will write well. You will write well. How many of you write the word grammar correctly? Tell me. Grammar. Many of you, let me tell you, 90% of the students, you write only MMER. Yes. The word conjunction is written as conjunction. Nobody is having a constipation here. Hope so. It is written as conjunction. Interjection was written as injection. What are you going to inject? Recent experiences of my experience of me, I'm telling you. Short notes were written as hot notes. It gives a sea change in the meaning. Not knowing the meaning, you're writing English. When you don't know English, how do you communicate? You naturally get a fear complex. Nobody is asking you to speak again. I'm telling you, British English or American English, only the correct English is needed. You agree with me? The reason why I gave you so many examples. Yes? Do you agree with me?
Yes, ma'am.
I asked about a student what is interjection. I think all this comes in the parts of the speech, right? You must have been learning it. I asked him what is interjection. In the answer paper he had written, instead of writing interjection expresses emotion, he just wrote interjection expresses motion. Is there not a difference between emotion and motion? It might be funny what I'm telling you. But even a small letter will change the meaning of the whole sentence and the word. Writing correctly, reading correctly is more important. And mind that spoken English is not your written English. Written English is grammatically, thematically, it must be perfect. It must be perfect. You can improve your communication skills in your daily life. Once you leave your fear complex, listen more. Listen to good English. Read. You're all given the habit of reading. You can read good novels. Ma'am, I don't have time. Time is what you create. You have 24 hours in a day. Time is what you create. You don't create. Whose problem is it? You don't have time, borrow 1 hour from the next day. When you want to watch a movie, you're able to. When you want to watch the day-night cricket match, you're able to. But when you want to read, why aren't you able to? Please tell me, my dear friends. My brethren, please tell me. So it basically lies in the next factor, your attitudinal development. Yes or no? Do you agree? I want your answers. Can I get your answers? Yes? Can I get your answers? Everyone is spellbound. Can I get your answers? Please tell me. I want your response. I want your response. I want your response. Please tell me, my dear students. I want your response. Yes? Agree. English staff are giving me answers. Yes, one student from ECE has given. Yes, LAMP. Students' response to the question is more important. Please respond to the question. I want your answers, my dear brethren. Only Kokila ma'am and the HOD, they are trying to speak.
Ma'am,
I want it.
question?
Yes, please, I want your
What was your
answers.
question?
What was my question? Now I am asking you whether communication is important or not. Is right communication important or not?
It is important.
It is. Now what are the areas where you think you must improve? What are the areas you think you must improve? Is fear complex going to help you in any way in your communication? Effective communication is the need of the hour. Effective communication is the need of your hour. It plays a major role. And for example, a doctor is writing a prescription. A doctor is writing a prescription. Please, I want your feedback, my dear students. There is an interaction between me and you. Instead of writing a person, one of the patients, he might get a paracetamol. Okay, a crocin might be suiting him. For another person, metacin might be suiting. Both are paracetamol. But if he gives the wrong medicine to the wrong patient, what would happen? You might think it is after all a prescription. It is after all a prescription. But how much the name of the medicine matters a lot. Yes? Where are you working? I am working in HCL. I am working in Tata Motors. What are you working as? Yes? Now I ask you one name, one question. How many of you can introduce yourself very well? Men, not very well. How many of you can introduce yourself? Please, one of the students, could you please introduce yourself?
Hello everyone, this is Shri Hemampuja from AAML department and I study at Hindustan. I am doing my first year in BTech department.
Excellent. I am getting only one response from one student. This confidence is important. What about the other students? In a college of an ocean of students. Where are the other students? Please tell me, my dear students. Please respond. Yes? How about the civil students? How about the mechanical department students? How about the ECE students? You are all people. You are the pillar of the nation. Please understand. You are going to engineer the society. Engineers are people who engineer the society. You are the backbone. Today we are in an advanced technological world. Your communication, once your communication skills are very good, you will naturally have a very good technical skill. Definitely you will be put up in the great platform of your job. Jobs are available. Why are they going to a different domain? Because you are not able to communicate. Why should you have a fear factor? In the communication, without speaking the communication skills, tell me. Now I am just asking simple questions. Nobody is responding. With this fear factor, go about tomorrow. The one question what is being asked in an interview, I just asked. Could you, any one of you, please introduce yourself? This question is being asked in an interview to the candidate. Could you please introduce yourself? You are not rising up to introduce yourself. How do you get a job? How do you get a job? All of you have your qualification. All of you are matured enough. No candidate or no student is without intelligence. Everyone has got 100% intelligence. Your perseverance and your skills will take up you to the zenith. It will take up to you, take up to the at the end of time, computer science, mechanics, how do you do it? It plays a major role. But there is such a lot of difference between writing a biodata, a resume. There's a question of making a cut, copy, paste from your Google, LinkedIn. Copying somebody's CV is not your CV. Please understand. You are what you are. You are what your skills are. 80% of students copy the CV. Does it make another question? When you are interviewed, you are not the person who is in the CV. Does copying make anything? No. How much it makes your communication skills? Here, your written communication plays a very important factor. We have and MIS. Okay? I mean this. Right? Persons who get MS. MS meaning messers. It is given only for the company. So then that is being given for a company, not to you. You either write Mr. or Mrs. How many of you write your name correctly? First tell me. Self-introduction is something very important. If I have to introduce myself, I will do it. I am Sika, assistant professor of English. At Government Polytechnic, the specialization are the way you introduce yourself is something that is going to make you an identifiable person, a notable person. Please, my dear students, never have the fear of communication. You want to learn better words, you want to improve your vocabulary, please, there is something always called the dictionary. Read it full. Reading makes a man perfect, said Francis Bacon. Reading makes a man perfect. You read your engineering books, you read your physics, your chemistry, your mathematics, or you're going to read any of your major departmental textbooks, the concepts without knowing the fundamental concepts. To learn the fundamental concepts, don't you need a language? Don't you need a language? Kindly tell me. Do you need or not? Yes? For you to develop your confidence, I would like to play a video for you. Kindly listen to this. Ma'am, kindly switch on the video now. Please watch the video and just give me the feedback.
Varsha?
The first video and then the second video.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
I want the feedback. Please watch it. Nothing is impossible in this world. Even the word impossible says, I am possible.
Hard and you're giving up on that because you think your life is unfair? Think again. I was 18 years old when I got married. I belonged to a very conservative family, a Baloch family, where good daughters never say no to their parents. My father wanted me to get married, and all I said was, if that makes you happy, I'll say yes. And of course, it was never a happy marriage. Just about after 2 years of getting married, about 9 years ago, I met a car accident. Somehow my husband fell asleep and the car fell in the ditch. He managed to jump out, saved himself. I'm happy for him. But I stayed inside the car and I sustained a lot of injuries. The list is a bit long. The radius ulna of my right arm were fractured. The wrist was fractured. Shoulder bone and collarbone were fractured. My whole rib cage got fractured. And because of the rib cage injury, lungs and liver were badly injured. But that injury that changed me and my life completely as a person and my perception towards living my life was the spine injury. 3 vertebrae of my backbone were completely crushed and I got paralyzed for the rest of my life. Many people came to rescue. They gave me CPR. They dragged me out of the car. And while they were dragging me out, I got the complete transection of my spinal cord. Those 2.5 months in the hospital were dreadful. I was at the verge of despair. One day, doctor came to me and he said, well, I heard that you wanted to be an artist, but you ended up being a housewife. I have bad news for you. You won't be able to paint again. Next day, doctor came to me and said, your spine injury is so bad, you won't be able to walk again. I took a deep breath and I said, it's all right. Next day, doctor came to me and said, because of your spine injury and the fixation that you have in your back, you won't be able to give birth to a child again. That day, I was devastated. I still remember, I asked my mother, why me? And that is where I started to question my existence. Why am I even alive? And that is where I realized that the words have the power to heal the soul. My mother said to me, this too shall pass. God has a greater plan for you. I don't know what it is, but He surely has. That day I decided that I'm going to fight my fears. So I wrote down one by one all those fears. And I decided that I'm going to overcome these fears one at a time. You know what was my biggest fear? Divorce. I couldn't stand this word. I was trying to cling on to this person who didn't want me anymore, but I said no. I have to make it work. But the day I decided that this is nothing but my fear, I liberated myself by setting him free. And I made myself emotionally so strong that the day I got the news that he's getting married, I sent him a text that I'm so happy for you and I wish you all the best. And he knows that I pray for him today. Number 2 was, I won't be able to be a mother again. And that was quite devastating for me. But then I realized, so there is no point of crying, just go and adopt one. And that's what I did. 2 years later, I got this call from a very small city in Pakistan. I got a call and they said, are you Muniba Mazari? There is a baby boy and would you like to adopt? And when I say yes, I could literally feel the labor pain. I said, yes, I am going to adopt him. I am coming to take him home. So when you accept yourself the way you are, the world recognizes you. It all starts from within. We have this amazing fantasy about life. This is how things should work. This is my plan. It should go as per my plan. If that doesn't happen, we give up. I never wanted to be on the wheelchair. Never thought of being on the wheelchair. This life is a test and a trial, and tests or trials are never supposed to be easy. So when you're expecting ease from life, and life gives you lemons, then you make the lemonade, and then do not blame life for that, because you were expecting ease from a trial. Trials make you a stronger, better person. Life is a trial. Every time you realize that. It is okay to be scared. It is okay to cry. Everything is okay, but giving up should not be an option. They always say that failure is not an option. Failure should be an option, because when you fail, you get up, and then you fail, and then you get up, and that keeps you going. There are so many people in the world who are dreaming to live a life that you are living right now. You have no idea. Embrace each and every breath that you are taking. Celebrate your life. Live it. Don't die before your death. Live your life fully. Accept yourself the way you are. Be kind to yourself. Real happiness lies in gratitude. So be grateful, be alive, and live every moment.
Now, what do you learn from this video, my dear students? You just watch the video. Could I have some messages?
Right words can change anything.
Pardon?
Language has power.
Language and power. More than language and power, it is also the self-confidence. Look at the self-confidence. Everything was broken in her, right? Inclusive of the rib cage. Everything was broken, but she never lost her confidence. Your self-confidence is something that makes you speak very much. Today she is an excellent speaker. She is a motivational speaker. Can you do it or not? Tell my dear friends, you not having confidence is your neglect. Yes? Whatever the situation, exactly, your self-confidence is needed. You fail, again you get up. You goes, this too shall pass. Everything is an experience in life. This is also an experience in life. The same thing what Robert Frost said. Sorry, I could not travel both. Be one traveler, then I stood. I took the one less traveled by, and that has made all the difference. So you not having a better communication is not a criteria. Your attitude is the main problem you have to learn. You want a better job, you want to be in the better platform, it is you who has to change the mind. Do you agree? Do you agree? Tell me, my students, where are you? Where are you? Now, where is the fault? Where is the fault? It is with us. You cannot blame when you are pointing out one finger at the other person. Mind that 3 fingers are pointing out at you. Yes, 90% is you. The rest 10% is the world. You are what you are. Your world is supposed to be made by you. The world around you, the circle around you, the circumstances around you, everything is yours. It is your attitude that changes your altitude in life, your growth in life. Nothing is impossible in this world. Even the word impossible says, I am possible. Communication is not a default. It comes by practice. Practice makes a man perfect. Practice makes a man perfect. Yes? Ma'am, can I have the next video, please?
Yes, ma'am. One second.
Yes, the last video.
Whoa, I'm running short of words right now, but I cannot afford this because I have to speak. Thank you so much for all the love, for all the warmth. Thank you for accepting me. Thank you very much.
Can you just pause there? Now, did you see the confidence in that great speaker? Yes? She says, thank you for accepting me. People will accept you when you understand who you are. You have to convert your negative into your positive. Your positive. So when you are lacking in communication, you can develop it. Tomorrow that can be your own strength. First try to identify all your weakness. Identify your weakness. Having weakness is not a big deal. Everyone has both the positive and the negative. We are not gods to have only positive. We are not devils to have only the negative. Please understand. We are a mixture of both. I too have minus. Even today, by taking up this experience is teaching me something. Every day is a teaching, learning day. We learn, but the attitude of learning is more important. Attitude of learning is more important. Yes, ma'am, continue with the video.
Well, I always start my talk with a disclaimer. And that disclaimer is that I've never claimed to be a motivational speaker. Yes, I do speak, but I feel more like a storyteller because wherever I go, I share a story with everyone. Problems are not too big. We are too small because we cannot handle them. I believe in the power of words. Many people speak before they think. But I know the value of words. The words can make you, break you, they can heal your soul, they can damage you forever. So I always try to use the positive words in my life wherever I go. They call it adversity, I call it opportunity. They call it weakness, I call it strength. They call me disabled, I call myself differently abled. They see my disability. They see my disability, I see my ability. There are some incidents that happen in your life, and those incidents are so strong that they change your DNA. Those incidents or accidents are so strong that they break you physically. They deform your body, but they transform your soul. Those incidents break you, deform you, but they mold you into the best version of you. And the same thing happened to me. And I'm going to share what exactly happened to me. I was 18 years old when I got married. I belonged to a very conservative family, a Baloch family, where good daughters never say no to their parents.
Just skip.
My father
just
wanted me
take
to
to the
get
last.
married. And all I said was, if that makes you happy, I'll
Yeah,
say
just
yes.
take to the
And of
last. Just take to the end. Just take to the end. Yeah. Take to the end. Just move it. Take to the end.
wherever I go.
Yes, yes.
They call it weakness, I call it strength. They call me disabled, I call myself differently abled. They see my disability. They see my disability, I see my ability. There are some incidents that happen in your life, and those incidents are so strong that they change your DNA. Those incidents or accidents are so strong that they break you physically. They deform your body, but they transform your soul. Those incidents break you, deform you, but they mold you into the best version of you. And the same thing happened to me. And I'm going to share what exactly happened to me.
Now, my dear students, could you just tell me the video, what does it actually tell you about? Yes? What were the factors you saw in the video? What were the factors? Can you please type? What were the factors
How
you just...
she overcame her past and how she overcame her failure and then turned it into a success.
Turned it into a success. Then, mind that, then she got pregnant, all her rib cage and everything was broken, she's got a child, and she was not able to take care, give birth to a child. She's got children whom she has adopted. Please type your answers or your questions in the chat box. I'm ready to answer. Here it is your attitude you just saw in the video, right? Yes? You must try to keep going. Lack of communication is your personal attitude. Lack of communication is your personal attitude. Please understand. Let me come to the reality of life. A person who is not even completed 6th standard or 7th standard, in 1 minute he is able to sell in 10 minutes he is able to sell 2 cans of tea or coffee in a train, running train. His communication is nothing but his confidence, his voice saying chai or coffee. Yes? Just go to the market during the festive time. You people, especially, you must have seen the business people doing work. They would have not been qualified like you. They are not engineers like you, postgraduates like you. Yes? There. You have an attitude. You can just see on the board there, buy one, get one free. And we are all normal human beings, right? Let us come to normalcy. Our eyes don't go into buy one. Our eyes naturally go into get one free. Yes? You want everything free. You don't want the quality. Without quality. But when you're buying, you look into the quality. When you want to buy a shirt, you look into the quality. When you want to buy a shoes, you want a branded one. A branded shoes, a branded pant. Let me go in for Louis Philippe. Let me go in for X. Let me go in for this. Let me go in for that. When I go in for the shoes, let me go in for Bata. Let me go in for this. You have options, right? When you want to buy a toothpaste or a brush or whatever it is, you try to look in for a brand. When everything you want, you look for a brand, the company that is going to pay you, will it not look in for a quality in you? Will it not look in for a quality in you? Please tell me. I want answers. A company that is going to give you placement, will it not look for the biggest quality in you? When you buy fruits, you try to choose the qualitative ones, the apples, the mangoes, the guavas. When you have to have a good bel puri, yes, you try for a good one, a good plate. If he gives in a dirty plate, will you take? Will you take? You want it in a qualitative thing, right? When you go to the canteen, you want it in a washed plate, a clean plate, a neat plate. You want something that has been given to you in the best form, a company that is going to hire you. You want the best salary to be given. But please understand, your salary is fixed only with respect to you, what you are. Your quality is being destined only by you. Your parents can only pay your fees. Your teachers, they take you to your zenith. Yes, they are like your crossroads. They are like the ladder. They take you to the post. From the pillar to the post, they are the people make you climb to the top. Yes, they guide you. This is the direction. They are like your guiding star. They take you. You are the person who is going to decide who you are. What is when you don't know what your potential is, what your capability is, how do you expect the company who is going to give you a job to know about you just by looking at your CV? And your CV, you are just copying it from somebody. Your potential is not your friend's potential. Both have different potentials. You might have an extra potential which you are not portraying in the paper, your CV. Is the communication important or not? Your self-evaluation. Please try to be open-minded and communicate. Open-mindedness is one of the important factors next in your communication. Be frank, be bold, be open-minded. You have a fear complex, you can never come up in your life. It is your gateway. It is like your Aadhaar card. Your self-confidence is like your Aadhaar card. Your communication is like your passport. You have to develop. You have to level up. It is a need of the hour. Today you don't communicate. Who will come and talk to you? Who will come and talk to you? You don't communicate, how will people take to you? Please post your chats in the box, your questions in the box. Who will talk to you? When you are not able to respond, how many people will come to you? Sir, I have this problem. Could you please rectify? Yes. Approach. Approach is a way of communication. The way you approach, the way you talk to a person, he has to. Because that is his position. But once he comes out of his chair, he goes to his house, he's a family man. She belongs to the family. Any person, any human being, you play various roles in the society. You're an engineer, you're a brother, you're a sister, you're a cousin, you're a son, you're a daughter. You play, you're a good friend, you're a student, you're one of the public. You play various roles in the society. Which arena do you not communicate? You tell me. Today all of you are stuck up with your WhatsApp. You're stuck up with your WhatsApp. You're communicating with your WhatsApp to the unknown person very boldly. But with known person you're not able to communicate. Why? She thinks about you. You be what? Have got fear complex? Why should you have the fear complex? It is totally a psychological factor. It is socially a psychological factor. Students of biomedical engineering, biochemical engineering, you might be in the marketing field, you might be in the manufacturing sector, any pharmaceutical company, any this thing, you might go. Can you tomorrow when you are going in for marketing, can you have the fear complex? Tell me, my dear students. Tell me. Yes? Your communication is something very, very important. Your fear complex, you just have to shun away. No. A person with such a lot of disability, she feels so confident. When you have everything in your hands, you are supposed to be bold. You are supposed to be bold. You can speak. You can speak. Can't you? And today you have everything to learn. Everything to learn. So I just took this piece of information from the YouTube. Now, how many things you can learn positively even from the YouTube? There are so many spoken language communication YouTube channels. Okay, you're reading. How many reading facilities you get? You get online reading facilities, your newspapers, your books. Read a novel. You read your own textbook, your technical books. How much content? When you're reading a word, you get a meaning. Biotechnology, bio means life, technology. The technology that is related to life and its factors. You get the meaning, you read. You know the meaning of the word. Get the meaning of the word. Pronunciation. You will not have fear. When you know better how to speak, how you listen more, you will develop. You read more, you will know how to write better. And communication is never a taboo for your development, whichever profession you are. Whichever profession you are, communication is never a taboo. I recently came across a check. I came across a check that was being written, a spelling mistake blunder, 1,000 only, 100 only, that was the word. The person by mistake has written one husband only. A spelling mistake blunder in a check. All women will have only one husband. Each of them, they have only one husband. But in a check, it has to be written 100 only. See, by the act of visual thing, we make spelling mistakes. You have to be careful while writing. Does it make a sea change? Doesn't it make a sea change? You must know when you write a letter, where to write yours faithfully, where to write yours sincerely. A letter written to your class teacher or your head of the department. The alignment of the letter, you've been given a practice, because tomorrow when you're writing a job application letter, it has got its own pattern. The from and the to address, you must know how to write. You must know how to write. Why is there written a salutation, the subject? Why are they emphasizing you to write the pattern of the letter correctly? This is written communication. You're asked to speak better. Your spoken skills, your presentation, your paper presentations, your lab presentations, what are they asking you to do? This gives you first of all a self-confidence. The content effect. You're first knowing both the content and you're able to speak, because you're developing self-confidence. Now you have both the knowledge and the spoken skills. Yes, you're getting into the next phase. Yes, I can get ready with my CV. Yes, let me go attend an interview. The group discussion, the presentation in your labs, communication skills lab. These are things that gives you confidence of speaking. You have to come out with your ideas. You cannot just be the fish out of the pond. Nobody wants it. Everyone likes only the cream of the lot. Everyone likes only the cream of the lot. You perform better, you are being selected. It is a key factor for your job. Communication is a key factor for your job. Whatever the profession is. Yes, the doctor, he has to communicate in his own way. Only the way of communication differs. The TT, he communicates in his own way. There his body language only speaks. He doesn't speak more. The doctor, he doesn't unnecessarily ask you questions. Unless or otherwise, there is a necessity. Yes, as an engineer, you need to speak. You need to speak. The teacher, yes, it is his or her own profession. They need to speak. The professors, they need to speak. People in the marketing, they speak. Without speaking, without writing, without language content, nothing is possible. And nothing is impossible in this world. Even the word impossible says, I am possible. Now, what is your query? You please come up with your questions. And welcome questions to you. From you, please. Any questions, ma'am?
Students, if you have any question, you can ask now.
Even the faculty, students, anybody. I think I've answered the question, what is being told. Posted there, yeah. Only one student from HICET has been asking, one of the faculties. Anybody?
No one.
Any questions from the faculty side? Faculty are also. Faculty are also most welcome. We are in the same platform. Students, you're most welcome to give your feedback. Any question? Okay, ma'am. Sumita, ma'am. Any more you want to proceed? You can just.
Ma'am, no questions, ma'am.
Okay.
Shall we wind up the session, ma'am?
Okay. As per you.
Okay, ma'am. Ma'am, thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you for sharing your valuable information, and particularly how to make our communication effective one, and what are all the things to include and exclude in professional communications. And we are really kindled with the message everything is possible if we have that inner self-confidence. Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you so much for spending your valuable time with us. So now it's time to propose vote of thanks. So as
1
all,
minute. I just.
ma'am,
I thank the head of the Department of English, Dr. K.P. Uma, convener, the coordinators, Dr. B. Kokilamani, Mrs. N. Sumatasri, Mrs. Sumati, Mrs. Narmada, for inviting me, the principal, Dr. K. Karunakaran, the CEO, and everyone in the college for inviting me as a resource person to share my experiences with the teaching and the learning fraternity. Thank you for the opportunity, first of all.
thank you, ma'am. So now it's time to propose vote of thanks. As all good things come to an end in life, so is our today's program. On behalf of Hindustan College of Engineering and Technology, I take this opportunity to propose my gratitudes. First, I express my gratitude to our chief guest for being with us on the session, Mrs. S. Lalita ma'am. Thank you so much, ma'am. Wholeheartedly, I thank our management, our CEO, sir, Dr. K. Karunagaran, our head of the department, Dr. K.P. Uma, for their support and guidance. And also, I thank all the event committee members, and I extend my special thanks to student coordinator, Varsha. Thank you, students. Thank you all.
Madam,
Thank you so much. Yes, ma'am.
And the students only not as much you expected, is it not, ma'am? They didn't.
That is not the thing. See, it always happens, they have something called the fear complex, right?
Okay. But it was very interactive, ma'am, and our faculty also very much satisfied, and they were.
Hope I have satisfied your needs.
Yes, madam. I also. Thank you very much, ma'am. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much. Anyway, it's all a learning and teaching platform. We are all in the same platform, right?
Yeah. Thanks a lot.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you for inviting me, first of all.
Oh, thank you, madam. Next time also we'll call you, madam. It was very interactive and also useful also. Very informative also. Okay, ma'am? Sure.
Thank you. On any topic I can speak, no problem.
Yeah, I saw your profile, man. It was very good. I saw that the other day. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you so much. Thank you.